Welcome back, folks. I am lucky enough to be joined by the one and only Devilwalk, who, before we get into what just happened, the crazy overtime on Overpass, you've made a big transition in your career from top player from Fnatic to now kind of, we've seen a lot of teams adding a coach, not just a cheerleader back there going, come on, go team, go, but really helping them develop new strategies, keeping an eye on stuff that they can't see when they're kind of in their own POVs. Let's talk a little about that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a difficult situation. I mean, I transitioned into this role mostly because our team had a lot of issues and I wanted to fix those issues. And I felt like the best decision was for me to drop off from the team and bring in the new players of Overpass and Crims. So, you know, I'm happy with that. The team's obviously doing a lot better than we did before. I mean, we won DreamHack Winter, but that's pretty much it. They've already placed top 3 at Gfinity just a couple of weeks ago. So I'm having high hopes for them, and I'm also very excited to how much they can develop as a team.
And that actually brings up an interesting point, because most players are very self-serving. And when teams start to lose, they definitely start pointing fingers at everybody but themselves, right? So it takes a pretty big man to go, you know what? If I move over here, this is better for all of us. So no real question there, but that's just a really, really cool sentiment. It doesn't happen very often. So let's talk about this map. So Overpass, you haven't played any of the normal maps yet. So let's talk about this overtime map. It seemed like Virtus.pro forgot that there was a B bomb site there for a while. How was it for you guys? Obviously, very close match all the way to overtime, but walk me through a little bit of it.
I think Virtus had the edge pretty much the whole game. They were a bit unfortunate with losing a lot of 2-on-4s, 3-on-5 retakes, etc., where they got the entries but couldn't really close out the rounds. I mean, obviously, the players from Fnatic did an amazing job of recovering that situation, but I felt like they were a bit unlucky at times, and we could kind of nudge ourselves into the match and grab an overtime where we kind of finally felt like we had room to play with. But yeah, a bit lucky, but it was a close game. Could have gone either way.
Now, and speaking of the new maps, so you played Overpass today, you played Cobblestone against iBUYPOWER yesterday. Thoughts on the 2 new maps in general?
I think they're generally exciting to watch. I think the players think they're very fun to play. Kind of get that, like, they need to rediscover stuff, which isn't really normal within Counter-Strike in general. So, I mean, they enjoy it, and I think they're good maps. They obviously need some improvements, and those improvements kind of come along with people playing the maps and kind of figure out what's wrong with them as well. So I think it's good. I think they will get better as well. But for me, I think, yeah, both maps are just fine competitively right now. They could be better, and everyone wants the best, so.
Yeah, and I think we want the best players ready for the best maps, right? And then you see the best Counter-Strike. So I think eventually they get there with these maps. So last question for you. We don't know the map yet, but thoughts on Virtus.pro versus iBUYPOWER?
2 very strong teams. We played on Cobblestone and Overpass against them. I think we felt more secure playing iBUYPOWER on Cobble than we did against Overpass against Virtus. So it's going to be a close game, but right now I would kind of rank Virtus as the stronger team, but iBUYPOWER is no walkover team either, so it's going to be close, yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Devilwalk, ladies and gentlemen. All right, folks, we've got 2 of the top-ranked teams in the world. Take your bow. Coming at you next, iBUYPOWER versus Virtus.pro. Loser will go home, winner will move on. Anders and Semler, let's get on fire, baby.
Thank you, Scoots. On fire, Scoots, for the day. Big hype, but we got nothing with us. What's up, nothing?
Just joining.
Always.
Your place.
Always a good time having Jordan with us.
Jordan Semler, what do you think?
Jordan Semler?
August Gilbert?
Yeah, I'm down with that one, actually. August Gilbert has a good ring to it. 2 Gs.
We'll go to dinner later.
GG.
We'll see how it works.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Please don't have any...
I'll pencil you in. Hey, get out. Done. It's over. Cloud9 invading everywhere, man. The comeback is real.
They're going to be playing later, and got a bit of taste of Jordan's craziness. That's a good time. Look, we're going to have a really crazy game on our hands. Either Virtus.pro or iBUYPOWER are not going to be able to make it to the playoffs in this tournament. That's what we're down to right now.
Again, like toward the second half of this day with these groups, this is what's going to happen, because Group D is going to be the same story, but Group C now, we have it. Fnatic through first seed, overtime win on Overpass versus Virtus.pro, both of the major title holders, but this time around, Fnatic come out on top. VP floundering in the end, but now we have to see, our VP going to be able to bounce back versus one of the North American hopes here, iBUYPOWER, who have been boot camping, who have been prepping here in Europe since G3, but who did struggle a little bit in their first group matches last night.
And I think we can both agree that Virtus.pro is the favorite here, right? Even by some margin potentially. And they're a team that's very, very skilled at bouncing right back when they end up losing a game. They are really quick to recover from it. So I think iBUYPOWER are going to have to really put in a massive effort to see if they can make it happen. But they have proven that some of the flaws they had at Gfinity, some of the LAN issues they had, have actually been fixed, and amongst other things. And the biggest change is swag.
Swag. I mean, swag, man. The swag lord is present. I mean, yesterday he had terrific performances. The one man that we didn't actually see have such a huge impact for iBUYPOWER was Skadoodle. And this was after his just terrifying performance on G3. Skadoodle dominated over there. He was really just tearing it up with that AWP. Now, here in Cologne, Germany, we didn't really see him have that huge of an impact. And that was really interesting, seeing as how the map was cobble. So, you know, you would think AWP cobble goes hand in hand. And Skadoodle never really showed up. So we will be keeping our eyes on Swag to see if the performance continues today, because I think that's going to be crucial for iBUYPOWER going into this match. They have one chance, one map, to determine if they're going to move on second seed or if they're going home.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really tough. One chance. It almost sounded like you were quoting an Eminem song then. Just a little bit. And there it is. Skadoodle on the far left here. Obviously followed by Daze. Steel in the middle, the new caller for the team, which has obviously had a big impact as well. Really hard to see exactly what the final sort of, you know, transition is going to be for iBUYPOWER, with him in the lead instead of Dazed. And then we had ACK, and all the way at the end it was Swag. So now Pasha here for the Polish team, doing a lot of work actually on that map on Overpass, but not enough.
We need to zoom out just a little bit here, because I mean, Pasha, devilishly handsome, yes, but we need to see some bicep action here.
Yeah. This, again, you know, we're going to talk to the cameraman and then pause and be like,
we'll have to train them. When VP are on scene, there's only one thing that people want to see. We have yet to really move in here. We just saw that for iBUYPOWER Swag has yet to sit down, so we should be getting prepped fairly soon. Perhaps moving on into this map, but really curious now to see exactly where we're going to go with this match, because it's clear after the play versus Fnatic on Overpass that VP, they're familiar with the map somewhat, but they have yet to really have time to develop any big strategies, any go-to strategies, because after watching that match, you can think, okay, well, then they go to A because that's really the only thing that they have prepared for their T side on this map. And if it works, it doesn't, that's what they're going to keep doing, because that's what they've practiced. Now, if we go to a new map again versus iBUYPOWER or Cobble, we know that iBUYPOWER have put hard work into those maps. We know that they can actually bring a very strong performance.
But yeah, but I also saw a tweet from Dazed, I think, saying that at one point when they were practicing Swag, thought there was a C bomb site. So
AZK.
Maybe, yeah, or ACK, yeah. So I'm a little bit worried about that, you know, just the 2 bomb sites. But I guess it is actually better thinking there's 3 than being Virtus.pro and forgetting that there's 2.
That's true.
You know, so there's like 2 different errors you can make, and it's actually easy to remember if you just spend a little bit of time. All right. Virtus.pro, a very strong team, and playing these new maps, they are going to have weird and different outcomes. With some of the matches we saw on Cobblestone have been almost even worse, I think. So it takes time to adjust, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, really, quite a few of the new maps have been played, in fact, and this is, you know, all down to the pick phase, basically, how it works here at Gamescom in the best of 1 phase as well. Both teams are getting 2 bans. So ban, 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 and then the remaining 3 maps, one of those maps will get picked randomly. And it's randomly generated through the system. The teams are now using a built-in system to be able to watch these games, or rather pick which map it's going to be played.
Now, I think we're not going to see a new map in this one.
No.
I think they're both going to ban out a map each.
You think, well, iBUYPOWER had to play Cobble twice, so I'm pretty sure they're tired of Cobble.
Yeah, and they didn't do all too well either. So I think this is where it's at. I think they're both going to ban. I don't think Virtus.pro want to play Overpass once more. And following that, well, what's left here? That's the big question. iBUYPOWER on Nuke. iBUYPOWER on Dust 2. Actually, Dust 2 wouldn't be a bad map for either team, but... And then Inferno's left. I don't really know. We could be seeing... We haven't had Mirage on the mainstream yet at all, but I don't think we're gonna...
That's suicide. If
iBUYPOWER not gonna do that.
Against VP on Mirage, that could be one of the most brutal slaughters we've seen all tournament long. VP are dominant on Mirage. Na'Vi can give them a run for their money. Dignitas are very good on Mirage as well, but VP are a force of nature on that map. And it's almost just, it goes without saying, you ban that map versus VP, you do not want to face them versus VP. Katowice, you know, Nip are still having nightmares about that finals. So it's just not meant to be. Now we have to see exactly where else they can go. I mean, Dust 2, Inferno, do you think these maps are likely?
Yes, I mean, obviously, because it's random, it's kind of hard to say. I would say that there's a 1 in 3 chance it's going to be Dust or Inferno. And then
what, Cash maybe?
Yeah, actually, and then iBUYPOWER would, I think, be in a pretty good position. That would be almost the ideal map choice, I think, for iBUYPOWER to have Cash, Inferno, and Dust 2. But that would require Virtus.pro banning out. I think that's not going to happen, maybe. I actually don't know. They're going to ban out probably Overpass and what?
I imagine VP should be banning out Overpass because they just showed a lot of their play on Overpass right now, and you can be damn sure that iBUYPOWER were watching very closely indeed. So if they were to play the same map right now, iBUYPOWER have pretty much got a blueprint, a schematic. They've got all the spy info right there in the briefcase. They cracked that briefcase open, Anders. They have all the info. They know how to read VP on that map now, so that can't be an option anymore.
Look, all they have to do to get all the info is take like a marker and then put an A on their left hand. And anytime they're wondering what is Virtus.pro doing, they just look down and say, oh, it's the A bomb side is right. Red Soul make a rotation. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I have to take a little bit of a jab at them because I was almost biting my nails and scratching my hair out watching that game.
I think a lot of us were wondering about that.
But I'm not going to put too much pressure on Virtus.pro. I'm going to just say, look, in a couple of months, Virtus.pro, because they're such a hard-working team, they will have figured out Overpass, and then it's completely different.
It's a totally different beast, exactly. Yeah. Once these teams have the time to really put into these maps.
Look, they're all global elite.
They're going to win.
If I could,
this is it. It's over. It's done.
I didn't get my bet in, but if I hadn't, that'd be the final thing.
There's the man, Kirishima. The man who actually did massive work versus Nip earlier today. Group A, they have taken first seed, one of the French teams, LDLC. I mean, he's currently hanging out with the enemy, I guess, Momon, who's the coach for LDLC. But, you know, both French teams taking first seed in the first 2 groups of the day.
I smell a conspiracy coming up here.
I need to get the hat. That's going to solve things. The hat is still here, guys. Don't worry. NBK, that was the first thing he asked me this morning. You know, when we ran into each other in the hall, he was like, do you have the hat? I was like, don't worry, Ben. I got your back.
Good.
The hat is here.
Yeah, well, they might just end up needing it. That is, again, the group of tears, as we've been calling it. Guys, while we're getting ready and setting up here for Group C, the final match of Group C, in fact, you guys should go on Twitter and hashtag ESL1 to get your tweets in here. And if you have any questions, any feedback, anything at all, then it's on Fire Semler, it's on Fire, and it's at Vendetta Go, it's at Sir Scoots if you prefer, and it's at ESL CS as well. So that's the ESL Counter-Strike channel.
What could possibly be on that laptop that's more important than what's happening on this stream right now, man?
128 tick Volvo, please.
Okay, now we get into it. So VP ban out Cobble. Mirage instantly removed from iBUYPOWER. No surprise there.
Dust.
VP not interested in playing Dust 2 at all. It was the same ban from them versus Fnatic.
Yeah, and now it's down to iBUYPOWER. What is going to be going on here? They are taking a little bit of time to discuss it, and this veto system is so good. Overpass. So actually it's up to iBUYPOWER to remove Overpass, which leaves
Cash,
Inferno, and
Cash is really interesting.
Could be Nuke.
It could have been Nuke, and we know that VP are actually quite good on Nuke now. iBUYPOWER not too sure about their play on Nuke, but that would have been an option. Inferno as well, but the RNG gods, Gaben, he decided that it would be played on Cash, which is great because we've seen strong performances from iBUYPOWER on Cash in particular in the past. That's almost like an NA map, basically. The NA teams have mastered it.
It is, because before Cash was actually picked up and played popularly in the European scene, before it was remade with the help of FM Prone, when it was Volcano who had made the original map, it was played a lot in the ESCA League, as almost exclusively there. So all the Europeans playing in Starladder, they weren't going to be playing that map, and that means the American teams had a lot more practice on it, and that could be a factor, but I don't think it'll be the deciding factor. No. Virtus.pro are going to be prepared as well. They know what's up.
Well, they've had plenty of time to put into that map. They've definitely got the time to crack it. We've seen them play on it in the past, but iBUYPOWER are hyped. They're pumped. They're getting ready. They're in the huddle right now. The manager getting them pumped up as well. and the rest of that team. I mean, they've just come out of a week-long boot camp at the G3 studios in London. So these guys, they are prepped. They're as prepped as they can get here for this major tournament. Coming out of that tournament, practicing for a week, and now getting into this one here. Bit of a bumpy start in their group yesterday, but now they get a chance to prove themselves against one of the best teams in the world, the second major title holder, VP, in a best of one, and that's brutal. In a best of one, VP. If there ever was a team you didn't want to face in a best of one, VP are pretty close to the top of that list.
Yeah, I agree. The odds are really stacked against iBUYPOWER right now. Got to remember as well, Virtus.pro were at Gfinity. They ended up winning that event, and so were iBUYPOWER. Yeah. So they know a little bit already about what's coming. They're definitely not unprepared, the American or the North American team. We got to remember there are a couple of Canadians that have snuck their way in Steel and ACK.
Yeah, so like the Moose. I can't even call them the Freedom Bird team anymore. That's a problem. I mean, same thing for Cloud9 though, really. It's a mix. It's the North Americans. So it's basically a moose with eagle's wings.
I don't know. I mean, the stereotype for now that we are working on stereotypes, and I managed to bring up Lego and Bacon earlier with Copenhagen Wolves now. You know, the stereotype, at least on the internet for Canada, is that they are, you know, so nice and apologizing for everything. But I'm wondering if has the internet met Steel? Not that Steel is not a nice person, but
I have a real. I think he like deleted that from his vocabulary, like the word sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't think that exists.
And I'm really joking here because I really do love Steel. I think he's such a funny person, and he gets a reputation for being toxic, but to me it is hilarious. I love watching his stream, and I just enjoy it and just enjoy hanging out with him.
You love HLTV forums as well, man.
I do.
I don't know if that says something. I think you've spent too much time on the internet, Anders. Really, you've been poisoned.
You become inured eventually. You get used to it, and
your main form of entertainment is reading Twitch chat when it's not in sub mode.
Yeah, actually, I draw the line at YouTube comments. That's where it becomes too much for me. I can't handle that. But I can definitely do everything else.
Well, let's go ahead and get this ready. We should be starting off fairly soon now, guys, but it is the match to end all matches.
And the crowd here, the Americans, come on guys, they've traveled really far. Can we get a big applause here for Team iBUYPOWER? They do need some support here out in the crowd. Yeah, there we go. Definitely well played, guys. That is the Germans watching here at Gamescom. There's like 500,000 people at this venue combined, and a lot of them here want to come and watch Counter-Strike. We do actually have people queuing to get into the area because we don't have enough chairs. Hopefully next year we will. But I think, you know, Virtus.pro, they come from next door Poland, but iBUYPOWER, they've traveled a fair distance.
They have as well. That's the thing, halfway around the world. So we shall see if they're able to put up much of a fight here versus the Katowice champions. Yeah, some guys getting hype in the crowd. We don't even need to ask. That's how hyped that guy is. He's sitting in that chair and he's bouncing. And the rest of everybody here as well. All smiles. It's great to be here at Gamescom. And it is so good to see that we have a major here to entertain us all with the best teams in the world. Well, we are counting down now, 20 seconds left until we get into the first pistol round. And one thing to point out, VP will be on the CT side, iBUYPOWER on the T side. So we get to see VP, the defense in action yet again.
Great.
But the crowd is tight. I just love that this guy, he manages to get that sign in. 128 tick.
Volvo, please.
Volvo, please.
Oh, yes.
So let's get a cheer for 128 tick, everybody.
You know what?
Raise it up. 128 tick matchmaking, yeah! Okay. It's real. The hype is real. Volvo, do it.
Yes, let's get it on. Virtus.pro, iBUYPOWER, best of one on cash. We're in Group C, and this is the elimination match. If you lose this, you're going to be going home. You get to watch the rest of the tournament and enjoy that, but that's probably not what you want right now. You want to make it to the playoffs and finish second seed here at Group C. So big welcome, and thanks for tuning in, everyone. Get your friends involved. Tell everyone that this is going on, and let's see if we can break that viewer record once again today. It's going to be iBUYPOWER starting on the less favored here, Terrorist side.
And they're spread out, actually, quite a bit. Bit of focus on mid right now, but they do actually have guys making noise, and it's Swag, no surprise there, at the squeak door on that A site. He can be a real monster here, so tough to deal with, but he continues to put pressure through, and that's just VP right now, gonna be a bit on edge.
I love this. He's making that door squeak a little bit and hoping someone's going to take a look, and then he's shooting through to anticipate it, but Taz not going to fall for that kind of thing.
Taz doesn't take the fakes. Taz is all about being real. And now, Steel down to about 37 HP as well. He's on the other side of the map towards B. It's going to be Days up, looking towards mid connector. Pasha is alive, however, and waiting. 62 HP on him, looking to find that headshot. But iBUYPOWER willing to run down the time on the clock to see if they can't bait a kill out of VP here and give them an advantage when they decide to go towards a site.
Yeah, a bit of a strange battle going on, and both Pasha and Daze taking about equal damage, so that's not too good. Steel is actually going to be alive still over at the B-bomb site. Pasha gets the kill on ACK. Can they chase someone down here? Swag looking for the kill, going to pick up Pasha, turns around, and Taz can't find the kill. I mean, where's the backup? Swag still just fighting alone in this bomb site, and he will go down. Taz picks that up. Not sure what iBUYPOWER are doing here. They need to all move in, and now Taz is picking them off one at a time. A 2-on-3.
2-on-3. The bomb will get planted, though. It's 15 seconds. There's not enough time to stop it. And Steel with the flank up mid gets the mana connector. This is going to open things up. It's now a 1v2, and Steel has to rush. They're on the bomb, and it gets defused. VP pick up the pistol. And that's the start for the Poles, the championship holders. They are going to be really tough to deal with now, Anders.
They definitely will be, but what was going on with that round? I don't understand how Swag ended up being alone for half an hour in that bomb site before anyone else decided to come and help him out. That seemed really weird.
Where was AZK when he got picked off? Was he at mid? It seems like it, because that's where Pasha was playing, obviously. So I think AZK tried to sneak his way out there with the support of Dazed. He got picked off immediately, and then it kind of just fell apart. iBUYPOWER ended up taking a bunch of 1v1, 1v2 fights and not coming out ahead, and that can't be allowed here. So iBUYPOWER, they invest in P250s this time around, and actually quite a few P250s. 4 P250s, only 1 CZ. So we know who's soulless on iBUYPOWER.
ACK hoping to get lucky somewhere. Well, not the biggest issue here for iBUYPOWER losing the pistol round. They're going to be all right. I think the trouble starts to rise on this map if the B-bomb site gets locked down by someone like Neo, who is actually holding it. Yeah, so he's holding it with the FAMAS right now. If he picks up an AWP and starts holding it, it means Virtus.pro can put a lot of emphasis on middle and A, and that's a big problem for iBUYPOWER. So I think the AWP purchase, and I bet it's going to be either Neo or Pasha in the middle pick one up, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Neo over Pasha right now.
All right, well, there are the smoke fakes down on the A site. 3 guys holding there for VP, but there's also 1 man still alive on this B site, which is Neo, as you pointed out. He's got reinforcements close by as well. Snacks picks off Daze, trying to make his way through mid, but a great flash catches Neo off guard. He needs to stay alive, and he's going to take out AZK, whips around, but can't take care of Skadoodle.
No, and that's going to be a big, really important bomb plant here for iBUYPOWER. That's not 2 that they're going to have. They've even picked up a FAMAS here, so not looking too bad. The bomb plant is not going to be enough, though. Right now, I think it's going to be able to Steel, who's actually hiding in checkered. If he can pick up a bunch of kills, that's going to make the difference. But the people inside the bomb site can't hold it alone.
Oh, they need to put pressure on fast here. Pasha is going to get up in their face. Taz finds Skadoodle, and as you said, it is Steel. He's snuck his way out from checkered into B main at this point, but he really can't actually stop this defuse from happening. He's really banking on picking up an extra frag, looking for the man who was low, which was Snacks. But he will get caught in the end.
So this brings up a really good point about this B bomb site. If we can bring up the overview map really quickly. Once you put down the bomb, it is really critical that you can leave 1 or 2 people in here if you have 5 left alive, but you need to move out. You need to take up positions out there. Vendetta doing a great job of drawing here in the checkered room, just basically anywhere but inside. You can't have your whole team in there, and that's something we're gonna have to watch for iBUYPOWER. They obviously know this, but in case anyone is new and watching, that's something to look for. The post-plant position, as we call it,
is crucial.
Yeah.
You're right. That iBUYPOWER just looking a little bit shaky, but that's all right. Now they've lost the pistol, but this is now the first buy round for them after that plant in the pistol round, and AZK already putting it to good use, picking off Pasha, who got a bit too close for comfort there. So Pasha in mid, already down. VP having to rotate a man on short, that's Taz, to make sure that they keep somewhat, a little bit of control going on that mid area. They don't want to let iBUYPOWER just get out there unmolested. They need to make sure that iBUYPOWER, well, they have to earn it.
He's up in the middle with an AK. Still no AWP on Virtus.pro's side. Not a big surprise. Steel's going to get picked off by Snags. Very aggressive movement here. And that actually drops the bomb. So now they have to sort of go and challenge here. And Virtus.pro keep pushing up. Swag is going to try and take the peak here, but the smoke is going to cover it up. This is pretty cool from Virtus.pro. I like this.
This is a real problem, in fact. This has wasted a lot of time on the clock. iBUYPOWER now down to 45 seconds. Snacks is still alive. Another smokes goes down to actually block Snacks off. They have no idea that he's here. iBUYPOWER, they have to be so worried, and they're quickly running out of time here. 35 seconds. VP don't know that they've picked up the bomb yet, but there we go. Snacks peeks out, gets 1. AZK instantly drops him. It's into a 3-on-3, but iBUYPOWER now, their options are limited. They don't actually have any time to go to the A site.
No, so Virtus.pro is making a rotation, not as fast as I'd like. I really think they should emphasize this a little bit more. And there's Neo inside the B bomb site trying to hold it. Last time he got killed with just a pistol. This time they've got rifles coming in for him here. Taz picks up an important kill on Daze. Neo will drop Skadoodle. ACK taking a quick triple, but it's not enough here to save it. Taz will end up with it here, and it's going to be another round for Virtus.pro. That started off really good for iBUYPOWER, but that movement from Snacks was too powerful.
It was very solid, and look at how hyped VP are as well, man. Taz, Bialy, everybody shouting on that team. They're getting pumped, and this is a really scary problem now for iBUYPOWER. There is no worse team than the VP once they get pumped up and rolling. The Virtus.pro, we call them that for a reason. Once they get rolling, it's so difficult to deal with them and stop them. So iBUYPOWER now back to pistols. Another opportunity here for Virtus.pro to just lock it down and get a bit of bank.
Smoke goes down, very standard play, but iBUYPOWER are pushing up in the middle, and Taz with a really good shot there. Looking for a second one. It's a bit of a shooting gallery in that middle area, and he doesn't have to commit too much to it, but he will want the eco frags, and Pasha steals one in the meantime. Swag wanting to come out and actually, does steal, sorry, taking on Taz.
Steal almost getting the timing down there as well. Pasha will find him in the end. But another solid anti-eco coming in here for Virtus.pro, only dropping Taz, really, and Taz still made $600 out of that, getting those 2 frags, so it's not too shabby for him. But this is now another buy round coming in here for iBUYPOWER. They don't quite have the money to get an AWP on Skadoodle, which is unfortunate, but it seems like iBUYPOWER, they're just going to go for rifles, full nades, 1 molly picked up on steal. And one thing that was really nice about that B take with the last buy round from iBUYPOWER was the use of Molotovs, dropping them in from the room, from Toxic essentially, onto that B site, forcing Neo into a bit of an awkward spot.
Oh, great pickoff. Taz taking the fight with ACK and coming out on top. And that's, you know, again, you can't start every round just losing. I remember that's, sometimes you do need the better start. This is going to start digging into iBUYPOWER's sort of mentality really slowly, or mental state.
Certainly. I mean, that was a great shot from Taz as well. There isn't a whole lot you can do about that. Instant peak, instant death. There's no opportunity for ACK, so he's just going to have to try and shake that off and watch his teammates work at this point. Pasha dropped down to about half HP, and Swag just making noise at the door again. He is like the master of squeak door on Cash. He just knows how to draw attention to this site. Now we just have to see iBUYPOWER build off of that. But we passed the minute mark, and iBUYPOWER are still spread out all across the map.
Dazed making its way in, checking check at room, but the bomb is making its way back to B, and I think they're going to try and go for it again here. Molotov up there is definitely going to help take care of Snags for a little while. He's going to have to push through, and he will actually do that. It's a very, very smart idea from Snags, but the flashbang gives it away. Is he going to peek behind it? He is still alive. Snags changing positions once again. This is really cool.
But the bomb in the meantime is sneaking its way towards A. Dazed has managed to get all the way up short. Very close behind this smoke, goes for the spray, gets Taz, and that actually leaves Neo, or Bayali rather, alone on the site. But Snags and Bayali each picking up frags.
Skadoodle, they have to get this kill quick. Bayali goes down, but there's still a man covering here. The bomb will be planted from Skadoodle, but this 2-on-3 now, 1-on-3 is not looking good. This would be a monstrous performance from Skadoodle if he could really carry this home. It gets out the first kill, turns around, ready for Snags to come. Skadoodle goes down. Snags with another double kill here. He's right now at 7-0-1. He's only died the one time and got 7 kills. That's pretty impressive. 5-0 for Virtus.pro.
You can tell he's got a picture of exactly what Skadoodle is doing, because he was even pre-firing there. When Skadoodle was about to round the corner, Snags knew that Skadoodle was going to look at A main next. Pre-fires again, gets the job done on the second time. But that's 5 rounds now on the board here for VP. One thing to be said here is that their money has not quite got out of control yet. There's still only 3 guys alive on this team, or 3 guys on this team with considerable bank. The other 2, not so much. So iBUYPOWER, they still haven't really lost control. If they can get a solid round in here, get 1 round even, they can force Virtus.pro into a bit of a tight spot regarding money, and they can still get quite a few rounds on this T-half here of cash.
They are on the less favored side, but I really feel it's also a question of sort of emotionally staying intact on the iBUYPOWER side.
Yeah.
Like just making it 5-1 right now, if nothing else, that would make them feel like, all right, we're back in the game, boys. But if you keep losing, it's really hard to not eventually lose hope as well.
They have to weather the storm. They have. I mean, it's so much pressure coming out from VP, especially when they land the shots that they do. But iBUYPOWER, they have the capability. Swag needs to step it up right now. We'll see if he finds the opportunity, but I do like the fact that iBUYPOWER minute into this, and they are grouped up for the A site. Smokes are going to go down, and here we go. Molly's all over the place. This is going to limit VP. It comes down to the shots now for iBUYPOWER. Can they get it done? Yeah,
they burned Bayali to death. Skadoodle with the pick off on Pasha. Great start. Now Taz roaming in and will take down Dazed. And Neo with the kill. Swag holding in the back from behind. Snags is coming up, and now it's a 2-on-2, and they're just charging in here. Neo gets the bomb, and now it's a 1-on-1.
Neo very quick there. Swag about to eat some fire damage, though. He's going to walk out into the open, and Snags gets the drop on him. Snags, so cool. His own molly keeping him off that bomb for a second, but he gets the job done, and that's 6 rounds now for VP. But again, very costly rounds here for VP. Only one member surviving. It isn't a clean sweep. It's everybody on VP that are going to have to spend money in this next round.
But the power of that round from Virtus.pro, and this is something that's really hard to deal with from iBUYPOWER, is that they rotated so quickly. They were so quickly at that A-bomb site with the backup. So actually, that's just pretty impressive work from the Polish team here. Not at all bad.
Yeah, excellent read. And then just coming down to Snacks with the flank, getting those 2 kills were crucial. Was crucial. I mean, moving in through A-main like that. Neo maybe making a bit of a mistake getting in there so quickly, but then that's VP. Like, they really do not hold back.
Now, remember when I said that the big problem was going to be when Neo picked up an AWP in this bomb site? And it's happened now, and I really think this is going to be a lot harder for iBUYPOWER to work with. Now, Snacks is still over here, but I actually thought maybe they would just leave Neo alone altogether.
They can at this point. I mean, Snacks, this seems like he actually wants to push forward a little bit and really trying to put some damage down, release some pressure. There's the forward smoke. He's going to run up behind it. Does this set it up? Snacks with the mind games. This is such a dangerous position, but now Neo, this forces Skadoodle out into the open.
This is some godlike positional play coming out from Snacks. This is almost, we never see this.
Never.
This is a really golden moment. Just enjoy this for a moment, how he did that.
And he's got him boxed in now. There is no way out. Neo will get caught by Daze, but that should open him up for a revenge frag from Snacks. AZK is gonna run right past Snacks though. Snacks, here's it coming. He's not even gonna shoot. There it is. He gets the kill, and he gets 2. Snacks completely shutting iBUYPOWER down. The positional play is brilliant.
Yeah, that is one of the sexiest things we've seen in a very long time. He's looking for the quad kill as well, seeing if he can pick it up here, but he's already won the round for his team. And it's going to be iBUYPOWER to pick up the last one. That was very, very cool. And it shows you a little bit about how scary Snacks can be.
Yeah, man, that was Doja level of sneak right there. Get right level of sneak. Just getting in behind enemy lines. AZK had no idea. And there's no reason for him to. The smoke's going down. Dazed and Skadoodle, they had no idea that Snacks got past them. You could tell Dazed never looked back once.
Thing is, even if they heard the footsteps of him running, you have to imagine that he would have been crazy enough to throw down a smoke only to run past it like that. They probably did hear some running, but I don't think anyone decided, oh wait, maybe he did that. And why would they? No one's ever seen that before.
All right, well now we have to see VP. They've got the lead, 7 rounds. iBUYPOWER is still able to buy here. Limited nades this time, however, and Taz peeks out on short, takes out Dazed. Taz again showing just strong play. Overpass, he was getting quite a few frags for VP, but again, he's doing it. Steel will get the drop on Neo this time, however. Neo trying to push forward and get information. Bit of a mistake there, not really necessary, seeing as how they had the man advantage. But now, iBUYPOWER the ones to turn it around. VP playing from behind.
And I must win round here. They cannot lose this round. If they lose this 4-on-3 right now, I think that's gonna basically mentally crumble iBUYPOWER. They can't make it back from that, I assume. So we'll see if they can make it work. 45 seconds here. They are making their way back towards the A-bomb side again with Steel causing a distraction, and a really nice one as well. As you can see, Pasha and Snacks still wondering, is it gonna happen? Leaving iBUYPOWER completely alone. If they kill him quick, even trade with him quick, this should be all right.
Yeah, trade for him, whatever, throw bodies at him basically, get him out of the way very quickly here. They have no way of knowing, but they're taking so much time to work their way over here, iBUYPOWER. We already have the rotation coming in from Pasha, and Pasha's gonna be coming out through mid-connector with eyes on short fairly soon here. Bialy gets the first frag, and Pasha gets one as well. Bialy's still alive, but he does damage before getting taken out.
Yeah, but now it's a 2-on-2. That's not the ideal scenario. Bomb does go down there. Gonna be in the back here. Skadoodle gets a great headshot onto Pasha. That's very important. And now Snags. Oh god, the monster from the deep is coming to the bomb site. He gets the first kill here on Skadoodle. Now it's a 1-on-1. And if Snags does this again, it's basically just robbery. He's walking up here and he goes down. Steel with a very, very important headshot there. Perhaps the most important headshot of the round so far, or of the game for iBUYPOWER. 7-1, a tiny bit of breathing room. Virtus.pro can still buy, and they are going to spend, I think, almost all their money in this round, actually. So if they can connect with another round here, iBUYPOWER, we might start to see them on the map a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly, and iBUYPOWER know it. They're so focused right now. There's not even a cheer, hardly a cheer out of winning that round. They're all just in the game. They realize right now that they may have the opportunity to just save this half. Because if they can win again here versus Virtus.pro, that puts Virtus.pro on eco. And then all of a sudden, iBUYPOWER, potentially 3 rounds, if not 4 or 5. It opens everything up at the end of this half. So we have to see exactly how iBUYPOWER go about this. They've got 4 guys, 5 guys gathered up outside of B. And this could be a big opportunity now as they decide if they want to really commit to this or not. They still have the nades, but no mollies this time to clear out the site.
So they're going to push up, make some noise, show their presence, walk back and leave Steel. And actually, this is not a bad idea because Virtus.pro have been pretty aggressive at the B-bomb side, so they're hoping maybe they're actually going to come and peek and Steel move forward. I really wish he would have just stayed. I think that would have worked so well. Just using Virtus.pro's movement against them, basically. But now, they do get some mid-control here.
They get some mid-control, and they could potentially work their way up short. There's only 2 guys holding on that site right now. That's Taz and Neo. On the A site, 3 guys holding solid. Steel is selling this so well right now with the smoke, with the moves, but Neo will track him down, and we're back into a 4-on-4. Only problem is all 4 members for iBUYPOWER are going to be closing in on this A site.
Taz actually in a really bad position here, but he's going to make so much of it, picking up those 2 kills. They should have probably been able to take him down. He's on 12 HP, and iBUYPOWER is still here to take down Skadoodle. And now things are really, really looking bad. iBUYPOWER with the lives to pick up there, and it's 8-1, and iBUYPOWER have reset their economy.
Exactly. Down to, we can see it here, 1450, 1400, 1400 on Skadoodle. 2 guys on iBUYPOWER right now are above $2,000. This is outright brutality. Virtus.pro, it's worst case scenario essentially for iBUYPOWER because right now they get to the point where potentially they could take this half, really have an impact, and instead they get reset completely, and Virtus.pro are going to be able to get another free round, if not 2 free rounds off of them. Because iBUYPOWER right now, they have so little money, they may even have to eco twice before they can get a good buy-in.
Completely devastating. And a shock as well for iBUYPOWER. It has to be being faced with this kind of brutality. iBUYPOWER just in the background picking off a couple of kills here. Going to get another one right there, and it's a 3rd for iBUYPOWER. Really greedy. Actually, just a double. I think one of them was stolen by Taz there, but nicely done anyway. And it's an eco, of course, for iBUYPOWER. They should be ecoing again. They might as well aim for 10-5 here. But this is emotionally, it has to be tough as well. They've been waiting around all day, right? Watching every other group that we've gone through, getting ready, getting prepared. Finally, they get a shot to do it. It's only 1 game, and it starts off like this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's heartbreaking.
This is what it all crumbles down to, essentially. And for VP, I mean, this is it. I mean, we have another round of eco coming out from iBUYPOWER. It should be 10 rounds for Virtus.pro, and iBUYPOWER coming out of that, basically, they have to pick up the remaining 4 rounds in the half when they've had so much trouble so far. So I'm really curious to see exactly what iBUYPOWER go for, because they certainly have the experience on Cash. Are they going to be able to have the execution to get through VP? Through just the terrific aim that we're seeing right now from Taz in particular. I mean, Taz just seems to be able to come into these situations, be caught out in the middle of nowhere, and still turn it into 2, 3 frag opportunities. I mean, he's sitting at the top of the board right now with 15, 2, and 5. Taz is top fragging for VP. That is huge.
I'm not sure what the answer is if you're iBUYPOWER. I want to believe that we could see another Cloud9 versus Titan type moment, but it feels very, very far-fetched. Neo going to make quick work of the remaining members with pistols over by that B-bomb site. And the difference is, first of all, they were playing a different map, and that's really important when you want to make crazy comebacks. The other thing is, Cloud9 did have a lot of incredibly close rounds against a Titan that they just managed to lose barely in the normal time. Right now, we haven't had very many close rounds from iBUYPOWER. At least, yeah, maybe if it's been close, it seems like there's one guy from Virtus.pro that just, you know, storms in and gets all the kills.
Exactly. Snacks with plays, Taz with plays, Pasha even throwing in. Doesn't leave a whole lot for the rest of the guys, but still, I think they're going to be content with the rounds. Now iBUYPOWER having spread out once again across this map, going for some cheek boosts. Look at this. Skadoodle, this is a very cool boost. Boosted up at the truck at the back of CT spawn right there, and he can look all the way through to the top of mid. Very cool. Only problem is that Pasha isn't actually running up short right now. If they can somehow bait Pasha out to look towards short, that could have been really big, but they're going to pass up on it, decide to move about, and start throwing their weight around a bit more on the map right now, because we approach the minute mark, and iBUYPOWER don't have a huge amount of information to go off of, apart from, well, we don't see anybody mid.
And nobody mid, not quite enough to make a play, basically. 10-1 being the scoreline, 45 seconds here, moving into the 12th round. See if this can work out. Boost this up for Skadoodle. Is he going to be able to pick up a kill? Just any second now, Pasha could take the peak here. That would be a start.
Oh, and there it is. He manages to go back in time. So close there. Thought the Skadoodle was not going to take advantage of that. That could have been a golden opportunity gone to waste. But iBUYPOWER do not miss out. They have the man advantage now. They have control of mid. Only problem is they've got 30 seconds. But AZK, he's a step ahead. He takes out Neo and clears up the B site. Snacks is the only man alive here from Over, but he's going to get smoked out.
Swag with a good pick off on Taz. Now 5-on-3 and looking increasing. No, 5-on-2 in fact. Looking much better here. 10 seconds left and they are going to go for the plant. Safe in the background here. No one getting picked off as the time is almost running out. So that's pretty important. And now iBUYPOWER got to play this one smart. Stay in back, wait, and don't peek.
Exactly. Don't give away these guns because they aren't going to have a whole lot of money going into the next one here. They need to make sure that they hold on to everybody, and Snax is going to pick off AZK. Smoke is going to go down, or Flash rather, to block off Bialy, who goes for some pre-fire, but he does manage to make it out of there alive in one piece. Snax with a bit of the pop flash, though. They just want to put the pressure on. Skadoodle gets headshot. Snax hunting for the frag, and he's going to get it. It's down to Swag, 1v1.
There's no time here, but still shows you how scary it is. Swag gets the final triple there and will survive the bomb.
Way too expensive a round, though, for iBUYPOWER. That's obscene that VP go into that, what, 2-on-5 and manage to kill off 4 members of iBUYPOWER. Way too expensive.
And a strong reminder to iBUYPOWER that even things are good, they might not be good enough. Now there's a double up setup on the CT side, Neo and Pasha in the middle. So that is going to lock down really large parts of this map.
Yeah, vast swaths of it. VP, iBUYPOWER, I mean, and iBUYPOWER, I mean, they because of that round, now they have a couple guys with Galils. They have limited nades. They don't have all the nades to work with right now. So it's very painful for them. They want to put pressure on A, it seems, early on here. They have Swag again, looking towards Squeak. I mean, he's really entertained. Today's youth. Open door, closed door. Oh, but he's going to take a peek at short. And this time around, this could actually shape things up, but he does take a bit of fire, returns it at Taz, and Taz nearly gets taken out.
And that grenade as well could have maybe even finished Taz. That was very close, but Bialy takes down Skadoodle, so the opening kill still goes in favor of Virtus.pro, and then a smoke to try and see if they can recover from this and just hold the bomb site for a little bit. 55 seconds, and iBUYPOWER decided it's time to leave.
Oh, and there it is, Neo with the peek on steal, and he gets the kill. 2-man advantage now for VP. And again, iBUYPOWER, they've won a round. They cannot afford to lose this one. It would just be the same story again. What happened at the beginning of the half? It would reset everything, but Bialy is going to find Dazed, peeking up on short, lives through that with 1 HP. AZK, Swag, both trying to make a play for the A site with 30 seconds left, but everybody's going to be rotating in now from VP. They're all so close by. They've only left Neo solo on the B site, and now we have to see, can they make this happen? iBUYPOWER, tournament life on the line right here.
Swag and AZK, and they're both going to go down here. Swag with 12 in a 1-on-4, not going to happen. And now, I mean, I think, you know, their hearts must be dropping right here. 11-2, moving into the 14th round. They will force it up with pistols.
It's out of control.
There's really no right or wrong choice anymore because nothing else has worked. They might as well do something.
That's out of control, and they're still focused here, iBUYPOWER, but there isn't a whole lot of talking going on that team right now. Everybody's very quiet. They seem stunned. Virtus.pro, however, I mean, it's all smiles. They know what's going on here. They know how much of an advantage they have going into this half, into the second half. They swap sides. Virtus.pro have 11 rounds right now on the CT side. If they pick up the pistol, they're going to tomb iBUYPOWER right off the bat. So iBUYPOWER, they go for a pistol armor buy here. They need to just pick up some frags, get around, but Pasha's not having any of it. AWP already at work, waiting for the second man, picks him off, makes it look easy.
Skadoodle goes down. It's a beautiful triple kill coming in from Pasha there, just easily defending, and this is the power of Orbs on this map. They really can lock down a whole lot, and especially if you put them on the likes of Pasha and Neo, that's not too bad either. The 15th round, the last of this first half, is coming up here, and we'll have to see if iBUYPOWER can somehow sneak in a third round and make it 12-3 instead of 13-2. Seems like a minute difference at this point. It is a CT-sided map, but I'd say more like
Snax is doing it. Look what Snax is doing right now. He does this every now and again, but he's going to be trading his AWP for his M4. I mean, we see him do this every now and again, but look at that. He goes up, he throws the M4. He does this on Inferno more than anything, but he goes with the M4, drops it there, and then he's going to have an AWP here as well. This is how much money VP have for this last round.
Opening kill happening for Neo, and could have been a great double there. Molotov in to try and keep them back as well. It will be a grenade kill from Skadoodle in the end. Snax here with the M4, actually going to run out of bullets, and we'll take the one, get second one from the C set. Just 3 bullets left here, and he's going to have time to fall back as well. We'll throw another grenade down, and it'll be Pasha coming in to take him down at the end. So now 13-2 for the first half, and a pretty decisive statement from Virtus.pro saying, yeah, we were a little bit shaky on Overpass, but we're not going to exit this tournament.
It really makes you think what would have happened if they'd played Fnatic on a classic map. and even on Cash right now, because it's a totally different beast what we're seeing from VP. Their CT side is just a thing to be feared. 21 frags on Snacks. He passes Taz in the end, who only gets 16-3-6, but still 16-3-6, 11-4-5. Nobody on iBUYPOWER have more than 10 frags at this point. And that's a real problem in the end. No matter what strategy you have in mind, no matter what you're trying to do, if you can't get the frags, if you can't get the kills in the end to allow that plan to progress, you're not going to have any luck. And Virtus.pro, everybody on that team right now is just hammering iBUYPOWER.
Yeah, they really are, and it's hard to come up with a lot of positive feedback right now for iBUYPOWER. What can we really say at this point?
Crowd is hype. I mean, crowd is there, man. They're waving their arms. What's up, everybody? Thank you for being here at Gamescom live from Cologne, Germany, and everybody tuning in the stream, everybody tuning in game as well. We know you guys can hear us there now today. We didn't have it yesterday, but today, now that we're here live on site, we do have the voice comms for you all. So what's up, everybody to the world tuning in to enjoy some 6 CS with us here at Gamescom. It's only the second day of the major. Tomorrow, we have 4 quarterfinals, not missing a single one. And on Sunday, it'll be the double semis and the finals. So it's only going to get better from here on out, guys. But right now, we are looking at the Katowice major champions brutalize one of the North American hopes. There is no hope, Anders.
I mean, the fact is, it's been like this in every group. One team has ended up playing another really great team, and we've had to say, well, it's just tough. Hellraisers ended up going out. Copenhagen Wolves ended up going out. It's been left and right, teams dropping, great teams.
But it's really, I mean, this is going to make the playoff brackets tomorrow brutal, because some teams may get Na'Vi, some teams may get VP. You run into NIP first round in the quarterfinals, how happy are you going to be?
I do believe that the actual draw for the quarterfinals is random as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. At least some of the players were telling me this earlier, so I'm guessing they probably know.
Well then, let's see about that after the group stage. For now, we have to get into the second half here. Virtus.pro versus iBUYPOWER. iBUYPOWER now on the defense, and if ever there was a time to land some shots, well, now would be the time. But I didn't mean you, Pasha.
Yeah,
Go flex the biceps elsewhere, man, because I think iBUYPOWER, they're hurting enough.
Pasha was like, all right, Sumner, I'm on it.
Yeah, but hold your horses, don't worry, it's coming. Snacks is gonna get the plant on this A site, and they don't even care that there's still a man alive on this A site. They walk in like they own the place. The bomb is now planted for VP, and they are still alive with 4 members. Money Nade gonna rain in. Bialy just bombarding them.
Yeah, now 2, 5, and 14 health here. Bomb ticking away, and they can't defuse it. It's all the way at the front of the site. They have to kill people before they can get this out of here. Neo, knife in hand, not gonna make it work. Swag escapes to live another 2 seconds, and Virtus.pro take the pistol round as well, and that's the end.
That was close. Neo came very close there.
Very close.
The knife not meant to be this time around. He gets caught, Anders, and I see, Anders. It is possible for him to get caught.
Well, and that was actually the one case where I would say it made no difference, because it was impossible. Like, even if he had killed everyone in a split second, he couldn't have defused the bomb. So then you can do whatever the hell you want, especially if
Go for it, Neo. Go for it. Go for it anyway. Go for it at all times. Knife everybody, guys. VP now 14 rounds. iBUYPOWER forcing up, buying everything they can. Swag with the Swag 7. It's fitting, I know. And 4 pistols have been upgraded. CZs, 5 7s, and armor to boot. But iBUYPOWER, again, I'm not going to curse them by saying they need to land the shots, but they have to do something here. They have to find a way to stop the plow. The field.
A lot of teams are going to come home from this event with the feeling that we've learned a lot. We have a lot to work on, and iBUYPOWER is not the only one, but definitely you don't want to have to get knocked out in a best of 1 game like this. It is pretty brutal to watch. You can't help but feel a little bit sorry for the North American team here. 11 rounds on 11 HP, sorry, on Dazed, and they just have what they have. Swag with a good pick off here with the Max 7 though. Goes for a jump, but he's going to get wrapped around as well. Bialy will pick up a quick double kill, and ACK left alone in a 1-on-4. He actually going to go down right as I say that, so here it comes, 15-2.
The focus is here for Virtus.pro. They can feel it. It's 15-2. Match point. VP on the brink of picking up 2nd seed here in the last match of Group C. Moving forward, iBUYPOWER now need divine intervention to come to their aid. Otherwise, it's just not happening. They need 13 rounds in a row. All the remaining rounds of this game they need right now. So perfection is all we can expect from them, essentially. But will they deliver? iBUYPOWER now still waiting for the shots, but that nade is going to 12 HP, and that's not exactly how Steel wanted to start off this round.
Almost certainly not.
Oh, wow, even ESL getting in on this. Neo tries to knife, but now ESL are like, no way, iBUYPOWER comes back. Damn. No mercy in Germany.
Yeah, just putting that feed up there. 15-2, and now already Daze has gone down. They have just some pistols and a max 7 here, and it's going to be a push for the B-bomb side. ACK holding inside here, and up in the vents, it's going to be Pasha dropping down. ACK drops, and the B-bomb side now only defended by Steel inside with very, very little HP.
12 HP on Steel. Waiting around the box. Is he going to peek? He does decide to peek there, but he's going to get overwhelmed. Steel taken out. Skadoodle from the heavens managed to pick up one. Swag is here with the Swag 7 as well, looking to close the gap, but Skadoodle is gone, and it's all down to Swag. The prodigy, the 17-year-old player here, recently picked up by iBUYPOWER, transferred in from Complexity, and they are actually going to knife him. Snax ends this match with a knife, and that is it. It is over. Taz does not look pleased, but they get the job done. Second seed picked up by VP. iBUYPOWER, they've got a long flight home. And it's with the 15-16 slot.
Virtus.pro saying if you come to Euroland, you're going to have to deal with some Europeans, and we're one of the teams that's really going to upset you if you just give us a bit of a chance here. Really, really good map coming out from Virtus.pro. And iBUYPOWER, well, it was a random draw between 3 maps, and I guess this was maybe not the best one that it could have been.
No, this is definitely not. I mean, the other thing is that VP, they come into it, they're warmed up. They've already played 1 game for first seed. They've played against Fnatic. It went to overtime. They couldn't be in better shape, basically, going into that map. Whereas iBUYPOWER, they have a few crucial rounds, and they have 1 map to show it on. 1 map to prove it all, that they are able to get that second seed. That was huge. Taz is not pleased right now with Snax, and I think that Snax is getting a bit of a talking to, similar to what Shoxy said to FXO earlier, is basically, you don't knife. And that situation, I'll give it to you. You don't. That's insult to injury right there. That's twisting the knife in the wound. There's no mercy there, really. You don't go for the knife at that point.
I mean,
because you've already won the game. You've already won the game.
Yeah, especially because they're also out of the tournament. So
yeah,
it was like a best of 3 first map. You could be like, oh, this is going to work next time. But next time, I mean, I guess maybe iBUYPOWER are going to be looking for revenge. They probably will be.
You could think about it, but I mean, round of beer paid by Snax pretty much later. Yeah. I mean, hopefully like a couple dozen maybe, because I think iBUYPOWER are going to need it. But they happen to be in Germany. They're well equipped to take care of these sorts of things. So we shall see. But now, guys, that is going to be it. The second seed match has been played out. VP will take it. Fnatic will survive as well with the first seed. So both previous major championship holders have made it through the groups and will be in tomorrow's playoffs.
Exactly, guys. We've got the last group coming up next, but a quick commercial break before we get there. Stay tuned, my dear friends. We'll be right back.
It's the group of tears.